Good morning, YouTube. It's going to be a beautiful day to forge today. It's only about 60 degrees. So it's going to be really, really nice and cool. I like that. But before, it's probably going to warm up around 10 o'clock. It always does. But before it does, I'm going to do some of the production pieces that I have. Just keep that eBay store populated so people can buy stuff. I'm tired of telling people they need to wait 6 weeks for a hungamonga. So what I'm going to start doing is right away in the morning, finishing one of those out. And then I'll get to whatever scheduled job I had for that day. And then most likely get interrupted by a repair call. But it all works out. So today I'm going to etch another hungamonga, get it ready to go for some heat treating. Or no. Whoops. I'm going to etch the oxide off a hungamonga. Put it in the vat over here in the corner by the propane tank. I was afraid rainwater was leaching in there and I didn't want to compromise the vinegar. And then I'm probably going to start grinding a chakram for a little while. And then I have a member, sorry. I'm going to start grinding a chakram for a bit. And then I have a meeting with the Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to get reinstated. We had it when we were a partnership. Now the partnership's gone, so I let that slide, and now I'm gonna re-sign up as just myself. So that's kind of what we have in store so far today. Later on, I'm gonna build a clothesline and then possibly start forging on that gun grip again. But we'll throw this in the vat of yuck. Here. Ew, bugs. Smells like hot wings. It's kind of awesome. Put you in there. I got some on me. Yuck. It smells like hot wings. Doesn't mean I want to. Put this back on the top. So now, off to other work here. You may have noticed the Shango above my welding bench. There's actually two hanging there ready for finishing. Got a chakram or two here. This one's already been in the acid, so I'll just sharpen him up. Got a start on the chakram, but now it's off to the Chamber of Commerce. I recently made a purchase. I got an old Miller-Matic 35 for 500 bucks. And I tested it out, it works and everything. It came with the regulator, the rack, everything. So what this is going to allow me to do is just run an extra long hose out to my truck for the CO2, so it just stays on the truck. And now I don't have to start my generator to weld inside my garage. I had my old buzz box, that's why previous videos that always got so smoky in here. But now I've got actual wire feed capability in here without making my neighbors mad. So the wire feed along with that little plasma cutter means I should have less unpacking of the truck and repacking. Make some jobs go faster. But yeah, I'm off. I'll see you in a bit. Got back from the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member for this year, so that's all taken care of. Now we'll go in the shop, we'll start cutting steel. After the chamber, I went to Pig Farm
and got the hardware for this thing. We got some plastic wrap cable for clothesline. We got turnbuckles for tightening the clothesline because they always sag later. I got little attachments to put the clevises to the, not the clevises, the turnbuckles to the rings I'm going to weld on. Cable nuts for the cable. And a piece of chain. I'm going to cut each one of these links and then weld it on the tube as the ring to support the wire. And then this piece here will thread it here. Connect the ring to the turnbuckle. Some fashion like that. Continuing to work on the clothesline here. I've got to cut each one of these links off. I'm just going to nip it with a plasma cutter so I can slide them apart. And then I've got little circles to cut out for the ends of the, well, the, what you call them? The tops, I guess? So that the arms of the clothesline, so that wasps don't move in the end. I've got to say, this little welder is really nice. It's not as powerful as the one off the truck with the feeder and the 250 amp machine, but it does anything I'd need to do in here quite well. Not a bad little weld. Here's a look at the end of the pipe when I'm done putting the plates and grinding them ground. It'll look like a seamless, solid piece of 2.5-inch steel, but of course hollow. Then I did the layout for my rings to go on. We're going to have 5 lines, starting in the center. Now here I've kind of got things squared up. And I'm looking at whether just to fill the gap or to notch that out all pretty. And I think I might just fill the gap. We'll get started welding it up.
We're out to 59 finishing to get these things painted. I'll just drop them off and pick up this video when I go get them.